Hey Taurus, I'm back with your cards, so let's get to it. The underlying theme or the overarching energy, however you choose to see it, is the chariot. This is a major arcana card. It is the 7th major arcana card. The 7 for me represents the 7th house, which is your partnerships and where you identify with others through your partnerships. It's also open enemies and counseling. We do have the sun in the 7th house starting out the beginning of November. The chariot as a major arcana card, it represents a couple of different zodiac signs for me. Traditionally, it's known as the Cancer card. It represents tradition and achievement through your self-mastery. I also see this as a Gemini card because it looks like they are moving or in a chariot. It is the chariot. It's a means of transport. And I also think of duplicitous signs like Gemini, Libra, and Pisces. The two scales, the twins, and the two fishes. Because it's black and white. There's two sides to them. I always see the chariot as a positive card, as movement and change. So, the first card in the top 3 for clarity is the 8 of Cups upright. The 8 of Cups is, for me, representative of an individual walking away from something that they've put a lot of energy and effort into, maybe even a lot of, like, emotional resources. But it's not going the way that they had anticipated or planned, and they're considering turning their back on it. You are having a lot of 8th house energy. There's a focus that will be on the 8th house, and there's going to be a new moon at the end of the month in the 8th house. The 8th house represents the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. It covers instincts and can be primal, basic, or human instincts. It covers transformation, regeneration, and metamorphosis, sexuality, and other people's money. The cups represent water signs. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It could very much involve a Pisces or somebody who has a lot of Piscean energy, because, and I say that because of the duplicitous right here, is the only reason why, because I mentioned that earlier. I think that this is going to be apparent around the full moon, the 14th and 15th, because of this right here. It looks like it is a full moon. It may be dealing with a relationship. The next card you got is the first of the major arcana. It's not listed as the number 1. It's listed as 0. But this is the first in the major arcana, the first of the deck. The Fool, the beginning, the initiation, the initiator. The Fool represents the planet Uranus, which is the Great Awakener. It's also the planet of rebelliousness and independence. It is, or liberation, however you choose to see it. It's also the planet of change, representative of change. The fact that it looks like in this picture, it's like sweeping change. Uranus is in Aries right now. That is your 12th house. You may be finding out secrets around the full moon, and it changes things. I'm getting that message a lot, that secrets are going to be revealed. Y'all aren't the only sign that I've gotten that for. Pardon my voice. Be careful when driving and traveling. Don't text and drive. Wear your seatbelt. Do the speed limit. Just because of the way the Fool and the Chariot are lined up, I sometimes see this little red cross as like an ambulance or first aid. So just be mindful of what you're doing. The third card in the top three for clarity is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. And you have ninth house energy playing out as well. The ninth house is long-distance trips, higher education, philosophy, religion, the study of astrology, the study of foreign language. It can cover foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. It's your view of the world expanded. The Pentacles represent earth sign energy, and that can be you, Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, or someone who has a lot of that in their chart. It could be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. Just depends. In the upright, I think of her, when I see her in the upright, I think of like her being the minor arcana of the Empress, because she has everything that she needs and everything that she wants. The fact that it's in reverse, it could be that you think you have more money than you do and you're overspending. Or you feel like the resources that you've put into this situation was a loss in some way. Because it's the final card. It's like it's the outcome. It could be that somebody's walking away from something and it's one of those you can't always get what you want situations, or you don't know what you've got till it's gone. More that, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. And I can't help but hear the Justin Timberlake song Cry Me a River in the background. That may be important to you for some reason. You may be saying that, or someone may be saying that to you. I did the total for the cards. We've got the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot being the 7 in the Major Arcana. That is 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. That covers your work and your health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. That house is ruled by Virgo, so it may involve a Virgo as well. It may be their sun, moon, or rising sign. But yeah, it's like the Fool is walking away and doesn't realize what they're walking away from. Or they're making a foolish decision. They're taking foolish actions. Something to that effect. From the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, I got the first card is Inner Trust. And I just love the way this card looks. Just the color of her cloak is really calming for me. The way her eyes look are really calming. It is the number 2 card in this Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. The 2 speaks to the Taurus ruled house of values and possessions, your money, your earning ability, your self-esteem. When I see the Inner Trust card, I think, the very first thing I think is go for it. That you need to be authentic, but trust your inner voice. And understand that that inner voice is there for a reason, and it's to help guide you. And the time that you need to listen to it the most is when your life is undergoing a shift, and that happens to be like right now. You've got a full moon in your first house, so things are changing. Have that inner trust. Follow your gut. When it comes to your possessions, when it comes to your earning ability, when it comes to your self-esteem, when it comes to those things that you care about. Follow your gut when it comes to the relationship situation that you may be dealing with. 8th house is a very intimate house. The second card that you received is the 40th card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and that is 4 plus 0, which is 4. Speaks to the home and family sector, or your roots and foundation. I think it's even more appropriate to notice that we've got the Sacred Fool and the Fool showing up. So don't make foolish decisions, and don't allow others' foolish decisions to devastate you. Expectation is the root of all heartache. Truly it is. When I see the Sacred Fool card, I think that you need to embrace your Sacred Rebel and not be concerned about people looking at you as if you were a fool, because you're following your intuition, you're following your inner voice, you're going for it. I believe that this card is also, especially with the Fool showing up as well, don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take life so seriously. You need to be able to enjoy stuff. Whatever it is that you're working towards or working on or trying to fix is going to work out perfectly and in perfect timing. But that you need to stay on your path and work every day towards your goal. And that you need to trust in that journey and trust in your struggle. But yeah, ultimately embrace your Sacred Rebel. Embrace the Sacred Fool. And don't allow anybody to pull the wool over your eyes or be your puppet master. I was going to say, don't let anybody jerk on your strings. And what's weird, synchronistic, however you want to look at it, the very next card is a communication card. And there's a string right there. I think this is going to be a month where communication is a big deal for you. Even though it's not showing up astrologically per se, it doesn't mean that, with what's going on, you're going to find out about things, and you're going to find out about it through communication. You may find out about it through the internet, because the planet Neptune going direct in Pisces, it's like you're coming out of the fog, so things will clear up, especially when it comes to electronic communications. The communication card reads, personal relationships, if I could speak. Personal relationships often fall apart because of a lack of communication. Even if partners manage to talk, the discussion may descend into rancor and recriminations. A meditation should focus on openness and honesty. Consider the following, Taurus. I believe that every problem can be resolved. The failures and disappointments of the past are behind me. I will listen carefully to the other person and acknowledge a different point of view. Love and reconciliation are the goals. The thing about communication is that it's not just you speaking, it's the other person listening and critically digesting what you are saying and then responding. It's not waiting for your turn to talk. If you are listening to just wait for your turn to talk, you're not listening. That's not a part of communication. Respect the other person enough to listen to what they're saying. Absorb what is being said. Are you kidding me? This is the second card. Listening. We just got finished talking about it. That's funny. You may be needing to do a lot of listening. And it could be to a friend. Or it could be about a friend. People in failing relationships often complain about their partner's unwillingness to listen. To achieve greater harmony, keep your ears and mind open to the needs and desires of others and enhance this ability through mindful meditation. Consider the following. At times of tension and conflict, let me remain quiet and thoughtful. Let me listen with an open mind to the worries and fears of those I love. Let me devise remedies for the troubles of others rather than giving precedence to my own concerns. Let me take pleasure from offering sympathy and support to people in need. Wow. I think that's a pretty important message for a few of y'all out there. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart.